Hi, everybody. Welcome to Alaska Raceway Parks Track Talk. I am your host, Michelle. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon on the Tuesday after Labor Day weekend. We are in the office today. We've been busy cleaning up messes from the weekend and getting all the fire condensed, and it's all almost cleaned up and almost all burnt from last evening. So if you missed it, you definitely missed an epic adventure, of course. Couple things. It is the end of the season. Thank you to everybody who joined us for Labor Day weekend. The weather did not cooperate super great. So we got some great racing in on Saturday at the oval track. It was a ton of fun. I even got to drive the pace car. Got hit by my late model drivers. So all my drivers are perfect, of course. So it's kind of an inside joke. So I'm sure anybody, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But had a ton of fun. We had a lot of great racing. All of our champions were crowned on Saturday at the NASCAR track, and just had an amazing time with everybody. Sunday and Monday, we tried our dangest to get racing in, and it just did not work. Had some great test and tune passes in the morning. We finally got into eliminations, did not quite make it. So for everybody who was racing at the drag strip this weekend, your points have been calculated, with the exception of top eliminator, because I still have to work on that. But all of the points have been calculated through the round that was last completed. We will do the payouts, will be distributed to everybody who made it to as far as they did. So that'll be coming. We'll work on that next week or later this week. Not today, I can tell you that. So we'll get those payouts out to you. And then let's see, what was I going to say about that? Oh, special thank you to Pam for doing that. She got all the points calculated for the drag strip. All of the points are calculated for the circle track. If you are a competitor, you guys already, for the most part, know where your points ended up, but maybe just double check that. And if there are any discrepancies with anything, I need to know that immediately, because I have to get trophies coming, and I've got to get trophy parts because we make them here, but we got to get trophies coming, jackets coming. We got to work on the programs and do all that fun stuff, because the Arctic Refrigeration Night of Champions for Alaska Raceway Park is going to be on Saturday, October 4th at Evangelos. Tickets will go on sale for that on Friday. So keep your eye out for that. There's limited space. We only have room for 200 people in the room at Evangelos. So if you would like to come, be sure to get your tickets early, because it will sell out. We will not have any tickets available at the door. Don't call me the week prior trying to see if you can squish in anywhere. Definitely will just be getting those tickets. Get those tickets ahead of time, because you won't be able to get them later on. Let's see what else we got. We do still have, even though we're finished with our points racing, we do still have a couple more events on the schedule. So this Saturday, September 6th, is going to be our Cash Days event, which is at the top end of the track. It's the 2.0, so it's our second one for the season. That should be a great event. The gates are going to open pit entrance for the for the competitors at noon on Saturday, so they can come in and get set up. There's going to be a driver's meeting and a drive, and I'm not sure the distance or anything like that, but that will be going on Saturday. We'll be racing at 5 o'clock. We're bumping it up an hour just because of the weather and because of, it gets dark now, which is weird for the race season for us to be racing in the dark. So we're going to bump it up an hour. We're going to start at 5 so that we can finish on time. Following that, next Friday on the 12th of September, we are going to have our last RC Detail NHRA Street Night. It's also a good test and tune event. So if you, have the hankering, I had one racer come up today, and he's like, he wants to have his crew guy drive his dragster. He's just going to have him do like just a burnout in the launch and just try it out, and kind of give him that opportunity. that would be a good time to do stuff like that. If you were trying to get your license this season and maybe have one pass or a couple passes left to make, that would be a good opportunity for you to do that as well. So that's Friday, September 12th. And that is the final time that we will be headed down the drag strip for the 2025 season. So you guys are not going to want to miss that. Other than that, it is time to take your stuff home. There's been kind of an exodus today of motorhomes and trailers and stuff leaving, of course, from the weekend. But a lot of you have left campers and things out here during the season. We've got people that have parked, along the fence that have reserved parking spots. But it's time to come take all that stuff home. You have a little bit of time, but we do need the parking lot and the pit area completely cleared out before Saturday, September 13th. So if you have stuff, maybe start making its way home in the next couple weeks. If you would like to leave your things here for winter storage, we do have winter storage rates available. It's $100 a month for winter storage if you pay all of it up front. If you are going to just pay by the month, there is a little surcharge for that. So contact me for more information, and I'll put a little article on the website about that here pretty soon. You can leave, there's some vehicles, like if you wanted to leave your extra car here or whatever, there's a lesser fee for that. It is cheaper than any cold storage you can get anywhere else, and it does help support your favorite racetrack. So keep that in mind. But don't just randomly show up here and dump your stuff off either, because I need to know whose it is and whatever. And we have a specific place that we park all the things in the winter, so that way we can kind of keep an eye on it, and then you have access to it in the event that you want to come out in the wintertime and grab your RV and go to Arctic Man, or you want to do something like that. So we have a place for you to put that stuff so we can keep an eye on it. It has plowed access, so if you need to get into it, you can, and just makes it a way easier for us to keep track of all that stuff. So I hope that any of you out there would be interested in taking us up on that. Just reach out. I'd be happy to help you with that. Otherwise, I am going to get back to office duties. I've got to update points and do payouts and do all the rest of the stuff for the weekend. Of course, get all of our amazing staff paid. Oh, speaking of staff, we have an employee appreciation dinner, and it's employees and volunteer appreciation dinner that is set for Friday, September 26th. And so if anybody would like to send their appreciation to one of their favorite employees, or if you've got anything that you would like me to pass on to anybody, please send that my way. I would be happy to jot that in a note and get that to all of the fantastic people who work here at Alaska Raceway Park and that have made this season an amazing season. We've had challenges with the weather and with all of the crazy events and stuff that we've been doing, but everybody's been doing a fantastic job. So I appreciate all of you guys tuning in this afternoon. I look forward to seeing you at the Cash Days event on Saturday if you are so inclined. And if not, I will see you right here next week on Alaska Raceway Parks Track Talk. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you later.